letting go of every single dream. I lay each one down at your feet.
We've all heard the old saying, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. Have any of you ever had lemons in your life? Some of our most memorable lemons could have been, or probably were, really sour. When lemons are at the peak of ripeness on the tree, they fall unexpectedly, and they're heavy enough that when they fall, they hit with such a force that they pop when they hit the ground. Isn't that so like the lemons in our lives? Our trials and adversities hit us with such force, they drop and thud into our lives when we least expect them to fall. Some of my lemons, I loved being pregnant. Whenever I was pregnant, there was a story on the Learning Channel called A Baby Story, and I just knew that my pregnancy was going to end up just as beautiful as that story always was. Well, needless to say, my pregnancy was one thing after another. Infections, daily shots. My dream delivery was shattered when I had to have an emergency C-section. And my son was sent to Louisville while I was kept admitted in the hospital. Then, 2 years later, my next woman, my friend from work died in a car accident. I had only known her for less than a year, but she had quite a demeanor and was heavenly minded. Now she was gone. What was I going to do? How could anything good come from a death? My next big lemon was a year later when I found my husband's cancer on the test that I did on him. I knew what I saw, but I couldn't understand how I was going to deal with that. How would you deal with that? How could we deal with that? Our son was only 3 years old. How? Make lemonade really out of that? Really? There's always times in our lives that we have that thought, why me? Again, as I said before, our trials and adversities hit us with such a force, they drop and thud into our lives when we least expect them to fall. And there are some who seem to have a lot more lemons than they deserve. There are things such as health situations or something traumatic happening with people in our lives that we may not be able to make lemonade out of the change in the situation at the time. However, God does give us the strength to deal and handle even the most trying circumstances. So even though we can't stop the lemons from falling or make something better out of the situation, we can determine how we handle those lemons. Our scripture today comes from Queen Esther. Her Jewish name was Hadassah, which means myrtle, a tree whose leaves only release their fragrance when crushed. And boy, had she been crushed. Queen Esther could have been standing right beneath her own lemon tree at the peak of ripeness. The lemons in her life just kept falling. First off, she had lost her family, her parents. Her cousin had raised her as his own daughter. The Bible doesn't even give details, but we all know that growing up without one of your parents would be devastating. Esther was without both of her parents. Then, out of the blue, comes a decree from the king, and get this, that all the maidens should be gathered together, Esther among them. And so that the king could choose a new queen, it was court ordered that she would stand and be looked over to see if she was of queen quality. Now, I don't know about you, that doesn't sound like much of a date or much of a courtship, but I can only imagine what must have been going on through her mind at that time. What a predicament to be in. Then here comes an evil man in her life, Haman. He was the one that held the Jews as a useless and turbulent people. The Jews, not you. The name Esther means hidden, and she had to hide the fact that she was a Jew because Haman was trying his best to get rid of any Jews. Next, the Jews were in danger of being destroyed along with her cousin Mordecai. I'm sure she never expected these lemons, but it was all in God's working and God's timing. So how did Esther deal with her lemons? Number one, she didn't make enemies. Have you ever noticed that we are hit with a lemon? We want to make enemies of everyone around us. If you are in close proximity, you better watch out. We tend to lash out at others with such ease when we are forced with a trial. We spew out bitter and angry words, especially to those who are closest to us. I do. I've done it without even thinking. Esther apparently didn't go out of her way to make enemies. In chapter 2, verse 9, it says, they're talking about her boss in the palace, and it says, the young woman pleased him and gained his favor. On down in verse 15, it says, Esther obtained favor in the sight of all of them that looked upon her. And then down in verse 17, it says, the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the other virgins. She pleased him. She gained favor. She obtained grace. No matter how beautiful she was, I don't think she could have had so many people like her if she was lashing out hurtful feelings to those around her when she found herself in an unexpected circumstance. This part has definitely been an OE moment. I don't do very well when I'm stressed or bombarded by trials and things going on in my life, but it's certainly been a time to look back and say, ooh, I need to be like Esther right now. Number 2, she was determined to make the best of the situation. Esther didn't take her women's lying down. She didn't wallow around and cry and ask for pity because of what was happening. When word came that her people were going to be destroyed, she tried to do all she could to prevent it. She was willing to go before the king without an invitation from him, but she couldn't just walk up to her husband. At that point, she had to be invited. She was willing to go against custom and break the law. Esther 4:16 says, I will go in unto the king, which is not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish. Her concern was for others that were more important than her own well-being. She knew she was possibly the only chance her people had. She had to take a stand. Which leads me to my next point. Number 3, she had courage. Esther had to have courage when she went before the king without an invitation. She could have been killed for doing what she was doing. When we are faced with lemons, we have to trust that things are in God's hands. There are so many verses of Scripture from which we can draw strength. In Romans 8:28, it says, we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, those who are called according to His good purpose. Do we know that if we stay focused on the lemons? Do we know that all things work for His good if we're focused on the oh me moments? Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. Think about Him in all your ways, and He will guide you on the right paths. And my favorite, I had to throw in there, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for your welfare, not for disaster, to give you a future and hope. The Lord has gone before us. He knows what's coming, and He has a plan for your life. Take courage in knowing that He is our hope and our only hope. Number 4, Esther didn't think she deserved something more. Ever notice when we go through trials, we somehow think we should be dealt some extra privileges? Our society has come under the impression we are entitled to things, that we should just be given things without working for them. And here Esther just wanted her people saved. That was payment enough for her. In Esther 5:3, the king says, what is it, Queen Esther? Whatever you want, even to half the kingdom will be given to you. She didn't even want more when the king was willing to give her anything that she requested. Number 5, Esther knew what she did affected other people. Whatever we do with our women's has the ability to affect other people. Our actions and reactions trickle down to others. We may hinder someone's salvation with how we handle a woman in our life. How a Christian responds to something could hinder another Christian's spiritual growth. Esther had all her family and her entire people riding on what she did and how she handled the things that came into her life. She cared about what happened to us. Esther 8:6 says, how could I bear to see the disaster that could come on my people? How could I bear to see the destruction of my relatives? Now, one thing that's not mentioned in this devotional. You can go online and look these up, but one thing that's not mentioned is prayer. And from the first time that Miss Marlene talked to me about this, everything that I come across kept going back to prayer. When I was preparing the scriptures, devotional, sermons, everything, all went back to prayer. The only real reference in our Protestant Bible comes from the beginning of Esther 4:16, where Esther actually says, "Go and assemble all the Jews who can be found in Susa and fast for me. Don't eat or drink for 3 days, day or night." They fasted as a way of humbling themselves, or as a sacrifice before God, before they went to prayer. Esther wanted God's guidance, and she was preparing for her time to go before the king, and she needed her people's help. Now, as I studied, I had to get some guidance from Brother Danny and Brother Rodney. And when I went looking up Esther's prayer, I actually found a prayer in the Catholic Bible. So I was wondering, what in the world what did I come across? Because I knew I wasn't finding it in mine. And they had to fill me in on all the particulars. I couldn't imagine why they would even want to leave this out. But here goes. This prayer, along with 9 chapters of Esther, was left out of our Bible because these were considered to be not inspired. In fact, the whole Bible, or the whole book of Esther, was considered more of a romance novel by the Anglican Church when they were translating the Bible for our version. And these chapters weren't considered necessary to the story. I feel this prayer is very pertinent to what we're talking about today. It could be very close to what she said, even if it wasn't inspired. It starts out, chapter 13 is Mordecai's prayer, and Esther's prayer is in chapter 14 of the Catholic Bible. It says she fasted and she humbled herself. She took off her beautiful queenly clothes, her jewels, her perfumes, and she put on mourning and distressed, torn clothes. And she went before God with her hair all tangled. She had made herself the lowest of the low to show God her heart. It is obvious that Esther had been taught how to pray from her cousin Mordecai because she began just as Mordecai's prayer began. They put God, King, first and foremost. And then she called him as her helper. And she asked God to turn Haman's plan against him, to make God himself known what was going to happen, to give her eloquent speech before the king. And then in verse 19 it says, "O God, whose might is over all, hear the voice of the despairing and save us from the hands of evildoers, and save me from my fear." So the number 6 that I added to this is even Esther was scared, but she faced it with prayer. Esther trusted God. She called on her people to pray and fast, and they did. And God had the king show her favor on the 3rd day, and the Jews were spared from annihilation. And we all know the 3rd day is mentioned several times in the Bible. Life came to earth on the 3rd day of creation. Joseph instructed his brothers how they could be freed from prison on the 3rd day. Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days. Our Lord rose on the 3rd day. The ultimate fulfillment, freedom, healing, new life, salvation, deliverance is the running theme of the Bible for the 3rd day. And it didn't stop with Esther and the Jews here. 12 times it is mentioned when Jesus prayed in Scripture. And in 4 different areas it is mentioned Jesus is still praying and making intercession for us in heaven. And he's at the right hand of the Father. He's still praying for each and every one of us. Pastor Adrian Rogers said in a sermon that I heard before today, he said even Jesus prayed for direction, the way of God, in Mark 1:35-38, for the devotion to worship God in Luke 5:15 and 16, for indecision, the wisdom of God. Jesus prayed for these. And a quote from him that really hit home with all of this: "You think you don't need to pray? Are you better than Jesus? More strength, more ability than Jesus?" Definitely don't need conviction on it there. Based on the things we call lemons in our life, how could we not be praying? Jesus prayed constantly in his ministry. How can we be Christians and not be in prayer constantly? We've had a direct connection to the healer, the teacher, the giver, the lover of our heart. He chose us to be his, and how are we following him? One of the songs that stood out to me was a song by Lauren Daigle that says, "Trust in you." And the verse that says, "Letting go of every single dream, I lay each one down at your feet. Every moment of my wandering never changes what you see. I've tried to win this war, I confess. My hands are weary, I need your rest. Mighty warrior, king of the fight, no matter what I face, you're by my side. Truth is, you know what tomorrow brings. There's not a day ahead you have not seen. So in all things, be my life and my breath. I want you. I want what you want, Lord. Nothing less." Esther had trusted in God. She was scared, but she knew he was always with her. It all goes back to prayer. If lemons are pounding down all around you, well, you know the best place to be is on your knees, praising his name and knowing he has you in his hand. He's been carrying you through. He will continue to be there to strengthen you all the way. Lemons are going to fall into our lives. There may be circumstances arise that we can't change, but we need to do our best to make the most of them and to deal with them. Sometimes we forget that God is in control, and that causes us to mess up. As for my lemons that I mentioned, if my son's not so ideal delivery and stay in Louisville, my husband wouldn't leave his side. He went straight there with the clothes on his back and stayed as long as the hospital allowed and brought him home to me, a healthy baby boy, 6 days later. As for the death of my friend, I was saved and baptized. Her funeral was a worship service to the Lord that I had not known. It was such a sweet spirit at our funeral. If I had not went through that, I would not have been able to prepare myself for my husband's cancer scare. We found it. He had the surgery. And I was given the peace beyond all understanding to be able to minister and stand by him. He's been cancer-free for 12 years. And while God had him on his back, Chris knew his time had come, and he prayed to God, "You get me through this and I'll serve you." He was saved and baptized, and we went to church and haven't looked back. Praise the Lord. And even though things weren't easy for her, Esther was right there where she needed to be at the right time. Esther's cousin Mordecai reminds her of this in Esther 4:14. Who knows, perhaps you've come to your royal position for such a time as this. That phrase, "for such a time as this," should come to our mind when a lemon drops on us. We don't know what God's outcome is or what time is this we are facing. We don't know how our reaction to those lemons can affect our family and our future, and how it affects those who are unsaved watching us, the only Bible that they know. Esther was weaved into the history of saving a great nation. Had she not tried to make lemonade out of her sour lemons she had been dealt, she could have lost her entire race of people and her cousin. God does things in his plan and timing, and not ours. Jesus was given a lemon, and he even asked God to take it from him. But how sweet is his lemonade? God is definitely in the business of making lemonade in your life of lemons. Just be an Esther for such a time as this.
Letting go of every single dream, I lay each one down at your feet. Every moment of my wandering never changes what you see. I've tried to win this war,